Approximately for the first 10 days of conflict, the 743rd was attached to the 1st Army, and the remainder of the war we were attached to the 30th Infantry Division. We were known as a bastard battalion, and upon occasion we were pulled out to clean up pockets of resistance. One of those pockets was the Battle of Mortain, August 6th through 12th, when Hitler, with his 1st SS Panzer Division, threw his punch to cut off General Patton's 3rd Army from the 1st Army and the beachhead supply base. Casualties were heavy, many killed, many wounded, and again, we lost a lot of equipment. On the 6th day, von Rundstedt acknowledged defeat, and the German High Command ordered a general retreat. A tank crew consists of 5 men, a commander, driver, assistant driver, gunner, and assistant gunner. My crew lost 3 commanders at Mortain, and I ended up being driver and commander. Excuse me. Until I was wounded by shrapnel on August the 10th. I was taken to a field hospital for surgery and recovery. When hospitalized, the German bombs intended for Patton's convoy, which was moving in close by, missed their target and landed on the hospital. More casualties. There seemed to be no end. After I was discharged from the hospital, I went in search of the 743rd. In due time, I joined up with them again. France, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Omaha Beach, the hedgerows, St. Lo, Mortain, the Battle of the Bulge, Malmedy, Aachen, the bitter bleakness of the frozen Ardennes, to name just a few. Then Magdeburg. Magdeburg, where the battle where the 743rd fired its last shell. The Bergen-Belsen train was just outside Magdeburg. I saw that train. It's a gratifying and emotional experience to reunite with some of the survivors, to meet them face to face, and to call them my friends. You know, some of those survivors are about the same age as I am, and here we are today. The war in Europe had ended. We heard the victory announcement. But what was next? Would we go home? Be shipped to the Pacific conflict? A time of uncertainty. Then on August 15th, 1945, Japan surrendered, and we knew we would be going home. I was one of the original members that had landed on D-Day and fought through to the bitter end. The Army used the point system in its redeployment. 85 points were needed to get out of uniform. The 743rd suffered heavy casualties in those wounded, those killed, and those missing in action. At war's end, most of the soldiers in our outfit were replacements. A small, very small initial quota left the battalion to go home and become a civilian again. I was thankful to be alive. I had enough points, and I was homeward bound. I was discharged from the United States Army and arrived home October 31st, 1945. When the 743rd troops were all returned to America, the battalion was deactivated. The 743rd Tank Battalion would cease to exist. We had stood up to our work. whatever we had been called upon to do. We keep the faith was our motto, and by God's grace, that's what we did. The awards and citations I received are Presidential Citation with Arrowhead for D-Day landing and fighting, the Silver Star for bravery in the Battle of Mortain on August 9, 1944, Purple Heart, wounded in action August 10, 1944 in Mortain, France, European Theater Ribbon, decorated with 5 campaign stars, Normandy, Northern France, Rhineland, Ardennes, and Central Europe. Freedom is not free. There is a high price tag attached. Many paid that price. They made the supreme sacrifice. They gave their lives. We must ever be thankful. We must never take freedom for granted. Thank you.